A successful event doesn't end when the guests go home. An important part of the KCI process is our post-event follow-up to evaluate how well the event achieved the client's goals. In this final video, we'll discuss attendee surveys, event postmortem, and budget reconciliation we do after every KCI event. First up, attendee surveys. For almost every marketing event, attendees are asked to give their feedback regarding what was featured at the event, and more importantly, if they're buying what we're selling. If they're picking up what we're laying down, or more plainly, is their interest in the product or solution featured? What is their budget, and do they have spending approval? When are they looking to implement something like this into their business? These surveys can produce sales leads, so ultimately, successful events mean that KCI has helped a company increase ROI. Yay, us! Next is the postmortem. As its name suggests, the goal of a postmortem is to dissect an event, capturing key learnings we can apply to future events. The postmortem begins by looking at the event data to determine if the event achieved the goals outlined in the statement of work, how many people attended, how many of those were the target audience. In the case of our Innovation Forum Leads event, our goal was to engage 150 senior executives from 75 Fortune 500 companies. We ended up getting 160 people to the event, with titles like VP of Technology, Director of Information Services, and CIO. That achieved our goal. Other numbers we might examine: location of registrants. Did we reach a new target market our client was trying to enter? Sales. Did any customers buy or commit to buying while at the event? Revenue. How much money did the event generate, if it was one where guests paid to register? Costs. How much did it cost to host the event in total? Then the KCI project team gives their own feedback on things that worked well and areas for improvement. Even if the client and guests saw a flawless event, we are always looking to improve our performance and constantly up our game. Another crucial part of the postmortem is client feedback. Did the event meet their expectations? What would they do differently next time? Like the attendee surveys, these conversations almost always provide awesome KCI testimonials. It turns out people really like us. Last but certainly not least is budget reconciliation. This involves paying any outstanding invoices for food, venue, graphic design, signage, and any other product or service we used for the event. We meticulously manage all costs throughout the process, with a goal of having as accurate a picture as possible leading up to the event. So at this point, there shouldn't be any surprises. We want to spend every last dollar without overspending and ensure that all of our great vendors are paid fairly, on time, and in full. Budget reconciliation also involves processing any final payments from registrants, if it was a paid event. The final step of budget reconciliation is accounting for staff time, counting up the number of hours each member of the project team worked on the event. At some point, we have to get paid. When the budget and event feedback are ready, we give a final event report to the client. They can use the information to evaluate how well the event supported their marketing strategy and use it to plan post-event follow-up activities for their sales team. Well, now you know about managing corporate events the KCI way. What do you think? Are you ready to get started?